Om Jananim Sharadam Devi Ramakrishnam Jagadguru Pada Padme Tayo Shritva Pranamami Muhurmu. Sri Ramakrishna is telling, the ladies of the Pyari Babu's family from Bali, Sri Ramakrishna told about sprinkling the Ganges water on the mats before the musicians begin the music. The ladies of the Pyari Babu's family from Bali had come to visit the temples. They wanted to listen to the kirtan. A devotee said to Sri Ramakrishna, these ladies have been inquiring whether there would be any place in the room for them. Can they have seats? The kirtan had already begun. The master said, no, where is any room here? Narayan arrived and saluted Sri Ramakrishna. The latter said tenderly, why have you come? Sri Ramakrishna asked. The ladies were from Bali. They wanted to hear the kirtan. Sri Ramakrishna's room is small. And a few people can sit. The rest will sit at the doors. 3 doors are there. And near the door outside, leaving a small space in between for people to come and go, they will gather there. In those days, the women were not exposed to general view. So, if there is a room, hall, a screen is put in between, a little transparent screen that they can see the musician. Musician part is always lighted, so that they will be able to see and they will be not seen by others. The screen is thin, cloth, made up of cloth or bamboo, knitted bamboo. But the cloth is very common, screens, and women will be sitting behind. There won't be light, so they will be seen very blurrily. And they can see the brightly lighted room and musicians singing and all that they can see. But that provision is not there in Sri Ramakrishna's room. Because the room itself is so small. 2 cots are there and about 15 people can sit together by closely. That's all the space. So he is telling, no, there is no place, there is no room. And that's how the customs of those days, wherever you are, you have to protect the customs and traditions that are going on. That is protection of the culture. Narayan arrived and saluted Sri Ramakrishna. The latter, that is Sri Ramakrishna, said tenderly, why have you come? Your people at home have beaten you so much. He's a young boy. And if the young boy, he goes to Sri Ramakrishna, their house people are not able to tolerate it. They are afraid he will go away from forever. He will not come back, or he will lose his head. So many things will be there in householder's life. The deep attachment wants the people to be under their custody. They don't want to release them. They are afraid. Every moment a household is afraid of losing something or other. So children, if their mind is attached by or attracted by other things, this one will be there. So if he goes here and there, the household people used to beat him. If you go again, I will break your leg. So Sri Ramakrishna is asking, why have you come? Your people at home have beaten you so much. He signed Baburam to give Narayan something to eat. Narayan entered Sri Ramakrishna's room. Suddenly Sri Ramakrishna followed him. He wanted to feed Narayan with his own hands. Afterwards, he returned to the veranda. All were sitting in veranda. He went to the room. Sri Ramakrishna followed him and fed. He had asked Baburam by sign to give him something, some food. And they went inside. Sri Ramakrishna also followed. He wanted to feed with his own hand. Sri Ramakrishna wanted to feed Narayan with his own hand. Afterwards, he returned to veranda. Many devotees were present, including Vijay, Mahimacharan, Narayan M, and the younger Gopal. Soon, Narayan came back to the veranda and took his seat by the master. About 3 o'clock, Adar arrived. At the sight of him, Sri Ramakrishna appeared excited. The devotee saluted the master and sat on the floor. Sri Ramakrishna beckoned him to come nearer. When the music was over, the gathering of devotees broke up. Some began to stroll in the garden. Some went to the temples to watch the evening service. In the evening, arrangements were made for kirtan inside the master's room. Sri Ramakrishna eagerly asked a devotee to have an extra lamp. The 2 lamps lit in the room brightly. Sri Ramakrishna said to Vijay, "Why are you sitting here? Come nearer to me." This time the kirtan created an intense atmosphere. The master danced in ecstasy of joy. The devotees also danced encircling him. While Vijay was dancing, his cloth dropped. He was unconscious. Look at the way, how much a divine inebriation can create a man, and what is his spiritual status, you can imagine. Will we ever be able to lose our external consciousness in thought of the divine? Even in the world, the attachments for world and enjoyment, can it make a man unconscious of himself? And look at this divine world, where the devotees who are coming are entering into ecstatic state and become unconscious of there so much intense consciousness of the divine has eliminated their external bodily consciousness and world consciousness. World is absent, body is absent. They are in a different dimension, their own spiritual world, where they are interacting with the divine closely. His clothes have fallen off, he is not aware and he is unconscious. When the music was over, Vijay began to look for his key, which had fallen somewhere. The master said to him with a laugh, "Why bother about it anymore?" He meant that Vijay should have nothing more to do with the boxes and keys. The Sri Ramakrishna, once you have given yourself to God, everything will be taken care. You need not have a box and key at all. Yoga Kshemam Vahamyam. Your life itself is a constant yajna once you have given yourself to God. You have nothing to take care, nor attain, nor do anything. You offer yourself completely to God, and God takes care of you 100%, watching you day and night, and you have nothing to worry. And what should not happen, He will eradicate. See, one thing is Yoga Kshemam Vahamyam. In the Kshema, there are two parts. One is protecting what is good and right for me. One is to eliminate what is not good for me. Both part God plays to make something available to you which you are not eligible because of your karmas. Still God provides it because of your need, spiritual needs. He meets the spiritual needs, physical needs, psychic needs. All needs are fulfilled because your total offering, unconditional offering of yourself to God, you have become a part of His existence. He doesn't have any. If you give yourself totally to God, you don't have your personal identity. You have given yourself, you are not there. And you belong at that time to the Lord, just like you are a finger in the Lord's hand. Something, He has to, if anything happens to His finger, He has to take care immediately. Like that, you are a part of, He experiences what you experience directly, and He takes care of that body, because that body-mind complex belongs to God. So Sri Ramakrishna is telling he has lost his key in between somewhere. They will usually tuck it in the dhoti, and it has fallen off. Sri Ramakrishna is making fun. What more need is there when you have given yourself to God? What more key has to do? Kishori saluted Sri Ramakrishna and was about to take his leave. The master blessed him, touching his chest tenderly, and bade him goodbye. His words were full of love. Yam and Gopal saluted the master. They too were about to take leave. Gopal, Yam and Gopal. He said to them with the same affection, "Could you go tomorrow morning? You may catch cold at night." They have to travel. It is late in the night travel, the cold wind and all that may affect. It's winter. Is concerned like mother. Yam and Gopal decided to spend the night with Sri Ramakrishna. They sat on the floor with a few other devotees. Sri Ramakrishna had no rest the whole day. The devotees had been with him all the time. He went out for a few minutes. Returning to the room, he saw M taking down a song from Ramlal. Ramlal is dictating and is taking down. "Master, what are you doing?" M said that he was writing down a song. On being told what the song was, the master remarked that it was rather a long song. M wrote a line or two and then stopped writing. A little later, Sri Ramakrishna took his supper of farina pudding and one or two luchis. A lighted lamp stood on the stand by his side. M sat near him. Master asked if there were any sweets in the room. If there were any sweets in the room, M had brought some sandesh which he had put on the shelf. Sri Ramakrishna asked M to give him a sweet. M searched for the sweets but could not find them. He was embarrassed. They had been given to the devotees. After finishing his supper, Sri Ramakrishna sat on the small couch and M seated himself on the foot rug. The master, talking about Narayan, was overcome with emotion. M seated himself on the foot rug. Usually at the entrance of the door, a foot rug is kept for wiping the feet before we enter into the room. That foot rug will contain the dust of the devotees. So M used to sit on that foot rug. Whenever anybody comes in, he moves away and again sits on that. So that the feet dust of the devotees is considered as sacred and which transforms even the sinner into a meritorious personality. So he used to sit on that. And Master was talking about Narayan and was overcome with emotion. Master, I saw Narayan today. Yes, sir. His eyes were moist. His eyes were moist. Tears now and then. Longing for God, and a kind of repentance or dejection like, oh, I could not attain yet. I could not reach it yet. Like a child who is failing every year is unable to go ahead. It looks like that feelings will be, I could not attain. In early stages of Vyakulata, we don't feel that God has not revealed Himself. God has not revealed Himself. The thought doesn't come. I could not reach Him. That feelings come. When another stage comes, when He has given His all and all efforts are over, nothing more can be done by Him, then the understanding comes. He has not revealed Himself to me yet. He has not revealed. I have given my all, nothing is kept. I have done my all that I can do. Then it comes. With that, He has not revealed to me. With that, the prayer of the heart, which is independent of body, lives of life is spent, all those tendencies, this, that, apart from all that, independently, the soul starts weeping and demanding. It's a prayer of the heart, where mind, body, samskaras, nothing come into picture. Only the soul alone. Nothing exists except God. It is praying, give me your. That prayer makes the God manifest in front of the devotee. Yes, his eyes were moist. When I looked at his face, I felt that I felt like weeping. I felt like Sri Ramakrishna, looking at his face, is feeling himself like weeping for that child. Master, the sight of him arouses a mother's love in me, as it were. His relatives beat him at home because he comes here. There is none to defend him. The other day, he left his books at Haripada's house and fled to you. Master, it was not good for him to do that. Sri Ramakrishna was silent. After a few minutes, he continued, Master, you see, he has so much of substance in him. Otherwise, how could I be attracted to him even though I was listening to the kirtan at the time? Kirtan is something that makes Sri Ramakrishna mad. And then you can imagine that way which can carry him, which can capture him, which can take him to the transcendental realms, that kirtan is going on, still his attraction is on the child whose eyes are moist and longing of the heart is being expressed through the eyes. Master, I was, otherwise, how could I be attracted to him even though I was listening to the kirtan at that time? I had to leave the music and go into the room. That never happened before. Kirtan is going on. He had to give up the kirtan and go inside the room. Never happened in his life. But when he was going there, he had to go to console that soul which is weeping for God. Sri Ramakrishna fell silent. A few minutes later, he began to talk. Master, in an ecstatic state, I asked him how he was feeling. He just said he was happy. To him, feed him now and then, as parents do their children. Sri Ramakrishna then spoke about Tej Chandra. Master, to him, please ask him what he thinks of me. Does he think of me as a jnani, or what does he say about me? I understand that he is very reticent to Gopal. Ask Tej Chandra to come here Saturdays or Tuesdays. That is the day of Divine Mother. To him, suppose I go to your school and look for. Yam thought that Sri Ramakrishna wanted to go to his school to see Narayan. He said to the master, you might as well wait at our house. Master, no, I have something else in my mind. I should like to see whether there are other worthwhile boys in the school who are longing for God. See, the worth is seen just by the sight. Now Sri Ramakrishna is incarnation of God. He knows already who is where. Yet, the main thing is the M who is concerned there. He is asking M. See the earlier that Sri Ramakrishna Few minutes later, he talked, Master, in an ecstatic state. Master is telling, in an ecstatic state, I asked him how he was feeling. He said, I am happy to him, feed him now and then. Sri Ramakrishna then spoke about Tej Chandra. Regarding Tej Chandra, you see, Master to him, please ask him what he thinks of me. Does Sri Ramakrishna do not know what he thinks of him? Does he think of me as a jnani, or what does he say about me? This is training him in a different way. To see now, him is closely watching Sri Ramakrishna, and his words, people coming, going, everything concerned with him. Now, exact understanding of Thakur comes when he knows the devotees, what their status. All those who came to Sri Ramakrishna earlier was all enlightened soul, just to see him and endorse to the world he is an incarnation of God. All enlightened, whether it is his gurus or other perfected souls, used to pass through, bow down to his feet, and get his blessings and go. They are enlightened. They don't need anything in this world or the other. They are ocean of bliss themselves. Still, just to look at how the incarnation, and just to say, Oh Lord, you have come here. I bow down to you. They used to come. Now, if we see them, we know what is Sri Ramakrishna. We came to know about Sri Ramakrishna is the incarnation of God only from their gurus. How the gurus used to worship him. He came as guru and went as disciple. All gurus came and went as disciples. Like that, here we see if the devotee circle, you know individually what they are. Just like Rama's in Kishkinda, when Rama goes, all the monkeys were so many devatas taken the form of monkeys to be in the company of Rama during his incarnation as Rama. Like that, if you know the devotees, you know what is Sri Ramakrishna. Sri Ramakrishna want him to know. Just like we tell any person, tell who are your friends, I will tell you who you are. That the friends will decide what you are. Like that, if you know the devotees, and Sri Ramakrishna is asking him to think how he sees, how he thinks about Sri Ramakrishna. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.